Hi, good morning, Karen, Sue. Come on in. Coffee's on. I've made mine. Um, got a little bit of a sore throat, so I'm gonna try to talk as loud as I can. I wanted to show you what I worked on yesterday for the, taking something old and repurposing it video. I was gonna post it yesterday for you, and I had a little fall. Well, quite a big fall actually. I went to get up. The cat was over by the water dish and she was meowing. So I looked over and it was almost empty. It was like, she has they have a big dish. It was like this. And she likes her water fresh and cold and to the top. She's picky. So I got up to go get the water from the fridge and fill her dish. And I took maybe three steps from this table and I went down. I crashed into the oscillating fan. It's a stand fan, oscillating fan. Crashed down on that, whacked my elbow pretty hard because first I hit it and then I landed right straight on my elbow right there and then on my hip. I was like, oh, I hit hard. My grandson come running out of the other room. What the heck? You all right? I said, I can't get up, so he had to help me up, but get me to my chair. But it was a bad one. I hit hard. I broke my fan. Go figure, right? Scared the heck out of the dog. She went hiding. She went in the other room and hid. And she wouldn't come near me for like a couple of hours. She lays right here by my chair on her little bed during the day, and at night she stays with my grandson in his room. So she was laying right there. So when I fell, I don't know if I stumbled backwards and stepped on her, or I just scared when the fan crashed. It scared her, or what. But all I know is I stood up, I get what I call my sea legs. I grab the table and the arm of my chair, and I stand, and then I wobble for a few minutes, and then I feel like they're strong enough to move. I'll go. Well, I didn't take my cane. It's right here. Sitting it sits right here beside me. Leaning right up against the coffee bar, and I didn't grab it. And go figure, right? Bam! I hit the side of my head, I hit my shoulder, and landed on my elbow and my hip. So my elbow's okay. It was really, really sore, and I put ice on it for a couple hours because I couldn't. It was like stiff, and it hurt to unbend it. Like right about there, it was hurting. So now it's fine. No broken bone. My hip has got a bruise like this big, and my knee is all swollen. So it started out like a rough day. So anyway, I did get a couple things done for you to show you, but there'll be more coming. Because I guess I'm grounded today. To when my grandson gets up, he says I have to go in and sit in my recliner and crochet, use my knit machine or whatever. But I'm not allowed to get up and do anything except go to the bathroom, and then he's gonna walk down there. So it scared the heck out of him, I guess. I mean, I've fallen a few times, but he hasn't actually seen it. I just hollered, been getting out of bed or into bed or whatever, off the toilet, and I've just hollered, I need help. But he was sitting. You can't see, but right here is a big archway where the living room is, and he was sitting right there at his computer desk. So he saw it. He saw it all go down. Scared him pretty good. So I'm grounded to my chair, my recliner, in the living room with my. I have a 65-inch TV in there. He has a Plex server that he has a lot of movies downloaded on. So I'm to sit there watch movies or do whatever craft I can for my chair. And he's taking care of everything today. But I'm moving pretty good this morning, so maybe he'll unground me. But you know, he worries, so I do what he says. First thing I worked on was a basket, and I saved the last step to show you. But I have leftover Easter baskets. Had them a couple of years now. They've just been out on the shelf in the craft room, and you know, I just kept them. So I took this one. It's pink, and I got these squares off in Temu. You know, I'll find some that didn't hook together to something here. Anyways, they're mostly hooked together to this little these are the squares that I'm using. I think I got four different colors, and they come 50 from Temu. You get a pack of 50 of them, and I'm using them to make this little. I'm making these little houses that are gonna go on a quilt when I get done. But anyways, I took these squares, put them around a basket. I saved the last one to show you how I did it. So I take the square and I fold this end under about 1/4 of an inch, like that. And then I take my glue gun and I go along the next one. Just run the string of glue all the way down. It's hard, I can't do this. Put the piece I folded down into the glue. Now, it would have been easier just to sew these all together and then glue them on, but I was trying to kill the day, so I did it this way. And it works just as good. And it's a little long, so cuts. This one's longer than the other ones, so I'm gonna cut some off. Well, maybe I am. My elbow's a little sore. It's not. It doesn't hurt, but it's the muscle. This whole right here is stiff. Okay, so I'm a little slow, but I'm a little slow anyway. Who we kidding? All right, so I just glued that piece down like that so that this folds over, and that leaves a nice seam. It's not like glued to get, you know, so you see all the seams, all the raw material. Makes a nice little seam like that. Then I glue it across the bottom. Right onto the other one. Fold it over. And press it down. Ow. Hot, be careful. Okay. get the corner. There we go. I have a stick. Let me get my stick. I have a stick to press it down with so I don't burn my fingers. And when you get to the other side, this side over here, see, this is the last piece. I just been leaving them full across and just folding the tips under. You know, so they make this little seam pocket. But this last piece, in the shape of the basket, is a little longer. It's that much longer. But I don't want to cut it off. So I'm just going to tuck it under. Because if I cut it, I'll probably cut it too short. I'm just going to tuck it under like that. So it meets right into the next seam. Run a strip of glue down. Pull that back so I can get underneath it. Stick. Press it down. So now it's got a nice little seam. Just like the other seam. Okay, so now you got this. Take it from the top. Pull the pocket open. Press it, pocket. I'm just popping the pocket out so I can take some fiber feel. Like I say, it would have been easier just to sew these strips all together, wrap a piece of batten around the basket, and then glue the whole thing on end to end. But I wanted to spend some time with it, so I'm doing it this way. And you can do it however you want, individually or all at once, if you want to do it at all. But and these are just hanging on a hook out in the craft shed and been there for a long while, so I thought I'd do something with them. At least one of them. So I decided to make a padded basket with it. And you can just keep stuff in it. This is why I only saved the one piece. It took a little while. Okay. When you get that all full and even, so it's, you know, looking like puffy like this. See, it's swept out. You're gonna glue the top piece down. So make sure all that fiber fills down in there, none sticking out. And just run your glue right along the top. And push it down. I try to tuck it right underneath the rim of the basket. Tuck it up underneath there. Too much glue popping out of that one. And just, you know, hold it for a second until it dries. Dries fast. I got some strings hanging here. I'm gonna cut these off. where I wanted to fray. Okay. And then I took this ribbon, because I don't want to see all the glue. And this is a ribbon fray in here. Big long piece of thread. Let's get that out. There we go. Whoops. Don't want to go nowhere. Get off all these glue strings. Alright, so on this side, you can see how ugly that looked, right? Across there. This is why I put the ribbon on it. So I'm going to continue where I left off with the ribbon. Hot glue on the top piece here. The rim. Up down the pink. And then string this ribbon around it. Press it in. That's glue string right there. Those glue strings. And then come over to the end, where the other side meets, and go over just a little bit. Not very much, just a quarter of an inch maybe. And glue it down. And snip it off. A little bit left. This ribbon came out of the Build a Snowman kit I had left over, so I decided to use it. Now this ribbon does fray, so I'm going to fold the end down and under before I glue it. So where you cut it off, fold it under, and then put just a dot of glue and flip that over so that the end is tucked under. I can get hold of it. Get my stick. I'm going to burn myself. Just have that end folded under so it doesn't start fraying on you. If you have ribbon that doesn't fray, you can skip that part. You don't have to fold it under. But it just makes a neater line when it meets up. I'm going to cut these strays off here that are fraying. There. Okay. So it goes all the way around. It's a little wonky because the basket's wonky, but it's for my craft room, so it doesn't really matter, does it? I don't like these big pieces of glue that want to stick. Oh. Okay, so I took one of these, I pulled the handles out, I cut them right there, and then pulled the, let me see, I cut it just below here with an X-Acto knife, just below the brim. Took an X-Acto knife and cut it right on that first braid, right there. Cut it from the inside. Took that off. So here's the handle. Because I wanted just the bottom part. I didn't want it like this. I wanted just the bottom part. Okay, so I cut the handle off. And then I took some styrofoam balls that also got from Temu and took this size You could use this size too, but I wanted a little bit higher up, so I took these. Nope, I took these ones. 4 of these ones. These are assorted, there's all different sizes. I got 4 of these ones. Big tester ones. Nope, it was the bigger one. Anyways, take the ones that you want your size. It was the bigger one. It was these ones here. Okay. Flatten the end in with your thumb. Just squeeze. And get a little flat surface there. You can see that, so it just made a little flat indentation. And I glued them right onto the bottom. And the 4 corners. And then I painted them. Some of the colors that was in here. I got the orange, and then the red from here, and then the blue from out of this one, and the yellow. You know, there's yellow hearts too, orange hearts, blue hearts. So I just took the 4 colors of the hearts and painted the feet in those colors. And then I cut a piece of felt. I traced the bottom. Cut a piece of felt. And glued it down inside because I don't want things falling out. You know, it's quite open weave down here. You'd be picking glue strings off for hours. But you see how that's open. I didn't want my needles and things falling out. So I'm going to use this for just a little sewing basket. So I just cut a piece of, I had some felt. I had them pick up at the Walmart, and red and green for some Christmas projects. So I just cut a piece of the green. It's not the same as, you know, I should have used the red. That adds more color. But anyways, I just cut a piece, circle, and put it in there. So that will sit down on the table. Let's see what I got here. Need something flat. Okay, I'll just use this for a second. So just sit. Just a little whimsical sewing basket, or whatever you want to put in it. You can put your balls of yarn in it, crochet hooks in it, scissors, pins, wherever you know, whatever you want to do. Put a plant in it, fake plant, or I put a plant pot with a real plant. Either or. Put some styrofoam down in here and stick some fake. Put on your porch. It's just whimsical. I thought it was cute. I like it, and I'm going to use it. And I got rid of one of my Easter baskets. Okay, slide that out of the way. Coffee sip. How is everybody? Hope everybody's better than I was. Had a better day yesterday than I did. Started out so good too. I got up, took a shower, got dressed, swept the little area here, my corner of the table, because I just, like this, just drop them on the floor till I'm done with it. So I got the broom and swept that up, took the dog's bed and blanket and pillow out and stuffed it in the washing machine because it needed to be cleaned because she was having a bath yesterday. So I got that out there, no problems. I didn't stumble, fall, and I went down the stairs by myself and then up the step into the laundry room and everything. I was so proud I was doing so good. And then I came back in here. I sat down. I was working on I was working on the basket because I was waiting for my friend. She comes over on Sundays. and she called and said that she was at another friend's and they had gone out clubbing, so she was gonna sleep it off for a while. I'm in my nightgown, by the way. Sorry, but it's my I love coffee. And I don't even know what it says. It's my energy booster, my morning survival device. It's a big hug in a mug. It makes me warm and fuzzy inside. Anytime it's coffee time. Like I said, my sister bought this for me probably 6 years ago when I moved in here, but she said she doesn't remember, but she did. And I wear it all the time. I mean, you just seen me in it before in video because I don't want to get dressed. I'm lazy. So welcome. I had 2 new subscribers. Welcome. And what do I do with it? I can't lose it. I need it. There it is. Right on my little table. Okay. Last day. Last day if you want to get entered into the giveaway. Just comment Black Kitty in the comments or leave a kitty emoji or a sentence telling me about your black kitty, whatever, as long as it has the word Black Kitty in it. And this is the gift bag. It's not the gift. It's just a canvas gift bag. And the gifts will go inside up here and be mailed to you. So this is your last day to get in Elduran. I've got 29. So we should have at least 30 for 30 days, right? This was for my 200 subscribers I hit. And I started it when I hit 200, but I wanted to run it for a week. So I think I got 207 or 208. It went over a little bit, but I did start it at 200. Guess I'm gonna draw it tomorrow, so remember your number and get your number wherever. I put it in a reply comment and write it down so you know when I spin the wheel that's you. I'm gonna get a hold of you, but just just to know. Okay, so enough of that foolishness. So then I went to I got these at a thrift store a couple years ago. I had them in my kitchen when my kitchen was coffee themed. This is the dining room area, and that was the kitchen. And I didn't want these anymore. These are vaulted ceilings out here, and they just didn't look. And the only wall I got is up over these 2 windows and behind me. And I had another theme going on for that, so I took these down. I was gonna paint them over and do something else with them. But this is glitter. You know, I really didn't like them anyways. I was just trying to hang some coffee themed things up and just taking what I found. But these are nice canvas. Came from Walmart originally. And made in China. Oh no. And I didn't buy them off Temu. I got them at a thrift store. So I don't even know what I paid for them. I got 4 of them. They're not all the same. One says it's always time for coffee, and then there's one coffee with friends. It matches my cup. I don't know. I got 4 of them anyway. Only a couple bucks. But they're old. And they've seen their better days, and they're getting discolored. So there's 2 larger ones and 2 smaller ones, okay? So I took the room on my table. It's full of crap. I just cleaned it off the other day, but I was crafting yesterday. So I took the larger one, the size, and I turned it this way. Whoops. I turned it this way. And I took this calendar page out of the calendar. This is for October, but I don't need the picture. All I need is the numbers. So I tore this off. because I lived in Maine for many, many, many years, and I miss this. The color changing. This is New Hampshire. Conway, New Hampshire here. But otherwise, take the mountains out, that's Maine, so I miss that. That's the only part of Maine I miss. And everybody dries up in October to see the color changes. They make a whole big thing about it. So I can't afford to do that. So I just took this calendar picture off and I just decoupaged it onto this one of these old, tired of, don't use no more canvases, and made it something new. So there's another ode to new, but I'm gonna set it in the, if I can get over there without falling down. Should have brought it over here in the first place. Oh, hold on 1 second. I gotta get my cane out. I know, that's very rude. I shouldn't do that. I always forget one thing. I mean, it's just right there. Arm's length over, oh, arm and a half. But the dog bed's right there, so I can't slide my chair. So I have this plate stand, picture frame, whatever it is, that I also got at thrift store. It's got to be cleaned up, it's dusty. But it's been out in my shed, so, you know. I'm going to set this for now until fall's over. Right in here. So it has a nice little, either hang it on the wall or you throw it on the floor. You could either hang it on the wall right here, or you can pull this out, easel out, and set it down. So it looks pretty in there. I can see all the colors. Yeah. Isn't that pretty? I miss those colors. So I'm going to set this in the other room, living room area. On the buffet that I got separating my computer area. Goes across there and puts me in my own little corner. And then I have this teapot, this old teapot, but it has this unsightly big chunk missing out of it. This was my mother's, so I don't want to get rid of it. It's a water spout, but I mean, she used it for decoration. She just had it set up in her china cabinet. Not this one. There's two long buffet style ones. Let me see this. Well, I thought that was just a paint, and I was going to put paint on it. Just paint it. But it's enamel paint, and I don't have any enamel paint, so, and it had to be filled in with a little bit of something because it's very rough. So I'd have to fill it in with a little spackle or something. So I don't want to go through all that. So I had these flowers in my craft stash. They're more for put out at Christmas time with the, you know. But for now, I stuck them in here till I get something else that more folly. And I'm gonna take this, pull out one of these, and hot glue it over that spot so you won't see it. Pull this flower down and just hot glue it. And that covers that up. But I'm not gonna do it now because these aren't staying in. This is all I had out there for flowers. And go to the Dollar Tree. I was gonna go today, but I don't think I'm gonna get to go today, so maybe tomorrow or next day. But if I just glue this down here, it hides that ugly chip. If you know, hot glue, you'll be able to pull it right up. It will stay as long as you don't mess with it, but you'll be able to just take it and just pull it off and change your flowers out. But I want to get some for fall, you know, some sunflowers and something, I don't know, orangey yellow browns. Then I want to set it on my bar in the kitchen. But I want to use it. Oh, there's a couple chips right there too on the handle. Make sure I get one that will fold down over something big. Anyway, and I get to keep it. So I did that. That wasn't a very big makeover, but you know, hey, it was sitting out there and I saw it and I said, why don't I bring that in the house? And then I have my little piece of ribbon. We're gonna save this. But that's all I got accomplished yesterday. Because I was sitting here for a little while, a couple hours, debating whether I should go up to emergency room, see if anything was broken, because I was hurting pretty bad, especially my hip. But my elbow was swelling, so my grandson was afraid I broke it, and so he put ice on it and washed it, and it went down. My knee's still pretty swollen this morning, but it's gone down a lot, so I'm gonna let it keep going down. I think it'd be all right. I can open it and shut, you know, straighten it and put it back. So there's nothing broken. It's just sore. And the elbow, there's no bruises. But I landed right square. Right there. You know, when you bend it, right there, I landed right square on that bone. Oh my, I thought I broke it. I thought I broke it. It hurt so bad. I couldn't help him get me up because I fell on my right side. So I couldn't like put my arm down to, I was curled up on my side. I couldn't roll over to my back for a few minutes. It's like, just give me a minute here. Because my hip, so I got rolled over and then I sat up and then he got me up. I mean, he's small. He's tall and lanky, so I didn't know if from a flat position, if he was going to be able to get me up. So I tried to get up as much as I could, but he boosted me right up. You know, because usually I can just either or, whichever side I'm on, put my arm down, push myself up to help him. But the knee, the hip, and the elbow weren't happening. So I'm fine, though. I'll be all right. Just gotta, you know, can't do those little jaunts. I mean, it's probably 15 steps from here to the refrigerator, but maybe 20. So I think I was just gonna hobble right over there without the cane, and found out you ain't gonna do that. So I don't know what all this is. I really don't. I guess just old age. They keep popping up and then they go away. But okay. So I kept you long enough. Oh, 40 minutes. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so like, share, subscribe, comment. This is your last day to get entered into the drawing. Have a great day. Let's stay Monday. Have a great Monday. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.